Imagine gazing up into the vast expanse of the night sky and suddenly witnessing the spectacular explosion of a star, brighter than any other in the sky. This isn't some fictional event or a distant dream. It's the upcoming nova explosion of the T Corona Borealis star system, set to light up the sky in a way that will captivate the world's attention. The upcoming nova isn't just a typical star explosion. It's an event that has been recorded every 80 years, and we are about to experience it once again. It will be visible to the naked eye from Earth, something astronomers and stargazers alike are eagerly awaiting. The T Corona Borealis system, located over 3,000 light-years away from Earth, will put on one of the most dramatic cosmic shows in recent memory. A nova occurs when a white dwarf star, a very dense remnant of a former star like our Sun, explodes in a violent thermonuclear eruption. While we often hear about supernovae, which are also star explosions, a nova is quite different in its nature and scale. Unlike a supernova, which completely obliterates a star, a nova occurs in a binary star system, where one star is a white dwarf and the other is usually a red giant. In this unique cosmic dance, the white dwarf gradually pulls material from its companion star, a red giant, which is nearing the end of its life. As the white dwarf accumulates this material, it eventually reaches a critical mass that causes the matter to undergo a catastrophic thermonuclear explosion. The result is a nova, an explosion that makes the star momentarily 1,500 times brighter than its usual brightness. The spectacle is so striking that it often appears as though a new star has appeared in the night sky, even though, in reality, it's just a sudden and brief flash from a dying star. What is even more exciting about this upcoming event is that T Corona Borealis, the star system in question, has a periodic cycle of explosive eruptions every 80 years. These eruptions were first documented in 1866, and the most recent eruption took place in 1946. Now, as we approach 2024, scientists believe that we are on the cusp of witnessing another incredible nova. The interesting part is that this nova will be so bright that it will be visible to the naked eye. While most novas can only be seen with the help of telescopes, T Corona Borealis is located relatively close to Earth in cosmic terms, at just over 3,000 light-years away. This proximity means that the explosion will appear as one of the brightest points of light in the sky for weeks. It will be a fantastic treat for anyone lucky enough to catch a glimpse of this celestial wonder. The sheer magnitude of this event is awe-inspiring. A nova can reach a brightness of magnitude 2.5, making it one of the brightest objects in the sky for a short period. If you live in a place where light pollution isn't overwhelming, you'll be able to see this spectacular event with the naked eye. Even those living in cities, where artificial lights often drown out the natural beauty of the stars, will have the chance to witness this stunning display. This is a rare occurrence, and the fact that we will be able to observe it with the naked eye makes it even more extraordinary. If you're familiar with the constellation Corona Borealis, where the star system is located, you'll know that it forms a semicircular shape in the sky, making it easy to spot. The constellation is situated in the northern hemisphere, between the constellations of Boötes and Hercules. The brightest star in the northern part of the arc is named Alphecca, or Gemma, and from here, you can trace the rest of the constellation and identify the location of the nova. But what exactly is a nova? Where does this sudden outburst of light come from, and why does it happen? The term nova comes from the Latin word for new, as the explosion of light was once mistakenly thought to be the birth of a new star. The term was coined by the Danish astronomer Tycho Brahe in the 16th century after he witnessed a star appear suddenly in the night sky. He thought it was a new star, but what he was actually observing was a violent explosion from an existing star. It wasn't until later that astronomers realized that these events were not the birth of a star, but rather the result of a thermonuclear eruption in a white dwarf star. A white dwarf is the dense core of a star that has exhausted its nuclear fuel. When stars like our Sun burn through their supply of hydrogen, they expand into red giants, eventually shedding their outer layers, and what remains is a hot, dense white dwarf. In a binary system, where a white dwarf and a companion star are locked in an orbit around each other, the white dwarf begins to pull material from its partner star. This is where things get interesting. The companion star is typically a red giant, a star nearing the end of its own life, and it's expanding. As the red giant expands, its outer layers are gradually pulled toward the white dwarf, and this matter accumulates on the surface of the white dwarf. Over time, the accumulated material builds up until the pressure and temperature become high enough to trigger a thermonuclear reaction. When this critical mass of hydrogen is reached, the resulting explosion causes a rapid and intense increase in the brightness of the star. This is the nova. What makes a nova even more fascinating is that it is a recurring event. Unlike a supernova, which marks the end of a star's life and results in its destruction, a nova is not deadly for the white dwarf. The white dwarf survives the explosion and can continue to pull in matter from its companion star, setting the stage for future explosions. These periodic eruptions can continue for thousands of years, with each explosion producing a brief but brilliant light show visible across vast distances. However, the frequency of these eruptions depends on several factors. The rate at which the white dwarf accumulates material, the efficiency of the accretion process, and the dynamics of the binary system all play a role in determining how often these explosions occur. In the case of T Corona Borealis, this periodicity has been observed to occur roughly every 80 years. Astronomers have tracked the system's history of eruptions, and the next eruption is expected to occur in 2024, marking the third major eruption of the system in the modern era. The previous eruptions in 1866 and 1946 were notable events, but the next one promises to be even more exciting. Astronomers have been monitoring the system closely for years, and they have detected signs of increased activity in the system since 2015. These signs include fluctuations in brightness and increases in X-ray and radio emissions, all of which are indicators of an impending eruption. These observations have led scientists to believe that the next eruption will likely occur sometime in 2024, and when it does, it will be a spectacular event. It's also worth noting that while T Corona Borealis is the star system that will be visible to us in the coming months, it is not the only nova system that produces periodic eruptions. There are other systems in the universe where white dwarfs are interacting with companion stars, causing periodic explosions. One such system is RS Ophiuchi, which has a periodicity of around 20 years. The last eruption in this system occurred in 2006, and astronomers are already predicting that the next nova will happen sometime in 2026. Similarly, the Euskirpii system has a shorter periodicity of around 10 years, but due to its vast distance, nearly 47,600 light-years from Earth, this system requires the use of powerful telescopes to observe the explosions. Despite the challenges of observing distant novas, systems like T Corona Borealis, with their relatively close proximity, allow us to witness these extraordinary events in person, providing a rare and exciting opportunity for both scientists and skywatchers. The study of novas is not just about enjoying a bright light show in the sky, though. These events are of immense scientific interest because they offer valuable insights into the life cycle of stars, particularly white dwarfs. White dwarfs are among the most fascinating objects in astrophysics due to their extreme density and unique characteristics. Understanding how novas work can help scientists learn more about stellar evolution, the mechanics of binary star systems, and the processes that lead to the formation of white dwarfs. In addition, novas play a key role in the chemical evolution of the universe. The explosion of a nova releases large amounts of material into space, which can be recycled into new generations of stars and planets. These explosions also enrich the interstellar medium with elements like carbon and oxygen, which are essential for life as we know it. In this sense, novas are not just spectacular displays of light but crucial players in the ongoing cycle of star formation and cosmic evolution. As we approach the expected eruption of T Corona Borealis in 2024, it's important to remember that this event is a rare and extraordinary occurrence. We live in an age where technology allows us to track and predict such events with remarkable accuracy, but the fact remains that witnessing a nova is a privilege. Not everyone gets to experience such a magnificent spectacle, and those who do are witnessing a cosmic event that has been happening for millions of years. The explosion of T Corona Borealis will be a reminder of the incredible forces at work in the universe and the beauty and unpredictability of the cosmos. It's a chance to marvel at the vastness of space and our place within it, and to appreciate the wonders of the universe that are constantly unfolding above our heads. In conclusion, the upcoming nova of T Corona Borealis is set to be a momentous event. It will light up the sky in a way that few other astronomical occurrences can, offering a rare opportunity for skywatchers to see a star explode in all its glory. While novas are not as well known as supernovae, they are just as fascinating, and the T Corona Borealis system is one of the most accessible and exciting examples of this phenomenon. With its periodic eruptions and relatively close distance, it is a perfect candidate for a spectacular light show that will be visible to all of us, from cities to remote locations. For those of us lucky enough to witness this event, it will be a reminder of the incredible forces shaping the universe and the beauty that exists beyond our world. It's a chance to look up at the night sky and experience the awe and wonder that comes with the knowledge that we are all connected to the vast, mysterious cosmos.